Hello again. Now we're trying to do the perfect shave. We shall see if this is the perfect shave. I showed you a lot of things, talked a lot of rubbish. I do apologize. Now I have lathered up with the choice of the soap I did was the ICEMAN Citrus Freeze. I just hate it. Citrus Freeze mentholated shaving soap. Uncle John's soap, like really much, really nice scent. Mentholated things. It feels great on your skin when you add cold water on it. Really nice, really nice. And a razor, my Stevie Heljestrand MK number 31. My favorite razor. And I'm just gonna start to shave, and I'm not gonna talk so much, or I'm just lying. Of course I'm gonna talk. Yeah, I mentioned that for me, not the perfect shave, but the nice shave for me is when I don't get irritated. And really nice feeling on the face with the menthol. Yeah, I don't get irritated when I shave. If I buff a lot, if you're new to this wet shaving thing, it doesn't matter if you use DE or whatever you use. If you buff, it means you do, I just bet myself inside of my lip here. Sorry. Buffing is you do several strokes on the same place. Like this. That's also called buffing. And if you do that a lot, there is a bigger reason to get irritated. I try to do, as you see, a little bit longer strokes. And it works for me. It doesn't mean it works for you. But if you do, as I told you, I had 3 days ago, if you do longer strokes, you don't buff, you don't, in my opinion, you don't get so irritated so easy, because you don't irritate your skin so much. But you do whatever you want, do whatever you like. I can't tell you what you do. Why? I can't tell you not to do these buffing things. It's up to you. I don't do it so much because I get away these whiskers in 3 passes. I'm gonna say I don't buff, I buff here a lot. Actually, almost the only places I buff a lot. If you count 1, 2, 3 strokes here, 1, 2, 3 strokes on that part, and this part here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strokes on the whole cheek. So I don't, in my opinion, buff special much. If you count the strokes here, first stroke, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This time I use 13 strokes on this side. For me, that's not so much. I'm not always do this, so less strokes. It depends on what mood I'm in, what kind of razor I got, and how it feels for the moment. But I always thinking that I don't have to buff so much, but because it should, for me, be a nice shave without buffing. I almost always get away these whiskers, at least almost every time. And here I do some kind of stroke like this, not straight up. Then I do straight up stroke like this. And the part I buff is my chin cheek here, or whatever you call it, cheek. Here, it almost cuts nothing, and there is not much left. We can talk about the angle of the razor, the strokes you do. This is technique you have to learn. Every people do different things. And what's right and what's wrong, I can't tell you. My technique works for me. I always try to have a very shallow angle. Just a moment. I try to have a very shallow angle. I can show you what I mean if I take a little bit of soap here. Some people use straight razors like this, very wide angle like this, and do the strokes. And if you look at the angle here with my blade and these scholars, and when I do these strokes, I go like this. I go much smaller angle like that, and you see the difference from here to there. It's very much got a much smaller angle, and try to keep that angle all the time when you do your strokes. You follow the contour of your face. And for me, my opinion, if you got a more wider angle, you more scrape. Of course, you can get away with whiskers, but you get more irritation. If you have a smaller angle, it cuts more easier. And if you get too shallow angle, you can't catch anything. Catch anything. So it's something you have to practice and try and see how it feels on your face. I love when I got these nice shallow angles, and if I feel like right now, always maybe a little bit here and maybe a little bit, almost nothing there. Otherwise, BBS on my mustache, cheek, chin, everywhere. This feels really, really nice. I'm just gonna rinse. And if you use mentholated soap like this one, and you rinse with cold water, you can feel the menthol in the soap on your face. You feel cold and nice and really, really good in my opinion. As you can see, that is something else. That's not because of the shave. I had it before I started to shave. Look here close. There is no irritation in my opinion. Maybe a little bit red here, but it's not irritation. It's the camera showing more than I can see. Feels really, really nice. Really, really good. Then I'm going to take this splash. Citrus Fresh mentholated aftershave from ICEMAN, Uncle John's. ICEMAN, really nice scent on this one. In my opinion, really, really nice. Take a good healthy dose on your fingers and hands and just add it on your face. I love this very, very much. Really, really nice scent, in my opinion. And with menthol, gives me a couple of seconds and I'm almost start to cry because it's menthol in my face. No, I'm kidding. When you get this menthol in your eyes, you can feel it in your eyes, and you can sometimes get some tears in your eyes. I think this is a nice combination. If this is the perfect shave, I don't think so. Is this a bad shave? Definitely not. It's a good shave, absolutely perfect shave. Really happy, really satisfied, no irritation, nothing. I get away all these whiskers. Feel really nice. I can tell you in a couple of hours, I can't feel anything on my face. It feels really, really nice. So this is a really great shave, really, really nice. And if you're chasing that perfect shave, then you're going to chase it for the rest of your life. If you get a nice shave, be happy. If you get a great shave, be even happier. And if you get a really, really great shave sometimes, that's bonus, and that's really, really nice. I got almost all the time really nice shaves, and I think it's great to get shaved. If I do shave every day, I can get irritated sometimes not, depending on what equipment I use. If I use a DE, I'm not so good at using DEs. I get irritation very easy. If I use straight razors, I almost never get irritation. If I use a Chevetta, I always get small nicks because my technique is too bad. But straight razors for me is the way to go and gives me really nice shaves like this one. So there is perfect shaves, but I can tell you how to do. You have to figure it out yourself. And if you get the perfect shave, please comment on this video, tell me that whenever you get this, how often you get these perfect shaves and what equipment you use. We're really glad to hear what you think about it. But this is not the perfect shave. This is a really, really great shave, and I hope you're all gonna have a beautiful, beautiful day. We shall see you next time, whenever it is. Bye bye for so long.